Wassail, Capricorn. I'm not sure how this is going to last. The signal here is not very good. It's better at the cafe. But I wanted to give a different location. So I'm using my data, but it says low data mode. So maybe I've used all my data up. So I might just vanish during this. But let's press on and give you your quilt message from the equator. Ooh, got a bit low. Look, there's the middle of the world. There's an echo. 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 Interesting. So, making my ears go funny. We're on the equator, babies. I can't actually see, I can't see if anyone writes. There's a bit too much of a shine there. Right, so we have an opening for you. You've got man first, followed by Ripian. And this is to do within a quilt. This becomes partly what roots you, but it's also to do with consciousness and how you are experiencing dreams and your astral at the moment. So, we're getting a bit of wind round here. So next you've got Condor and Leafshade. I feel like there's some kind of maturity that you're trying to achieve in your astral, but somehow you keep rooting yourself in a kind of comforting, I'm sensing a kind of rocking energy, cradled, very much the energy of a cradle. I'm getting a sense of old blood, like brown blood, like dried. There's a little train coming up behind us, Capricorn. Oh, I see that. Those are spilled right down onto the floor. Lagoo. You're flowing, 2021. You're really flowing. Oh my goodness, you're really flowing. So you've got 2021 and then you've got Flursa. Your heart, and which is the card of flow, your heart is open, but there's something where you're not maturing your dreams. And then you got Wakand. So in your heart, in your dreams, you're trying to flow your dreams into the natural world. It's almost like your dreams, I don't want to say don't make sense, but there's something about them where you're seeing them as, you've got Stenkness, you're seeing the emotions within your dreams as a huge test, rather than actually being just a very beautiful, energetic, emotional flow. So you're misreading, misunderstanding, misappropriating your dreams. And then down in your root corner in the real world, you've got Hagal, this idea that you are waiting, you're weathering, you're not engaging with the frequency of your dreams in the correct, or in the way that your dreams are kind of intending you to see them. So we need 3 more cards and then we'll begin really looking into what's going on with this quilt. So we've got this card that keeps kind of matching me. Was. And onwardness. Wow, look, you're Your dreams are trying to drive you, to impassion you into your now moment. So we need one more card. There's the final 10th peg here on this energy. Can you hear that cockerel crowing? It's time to wake up, Capricorn. And there it is, your final card. Oh! And that's fascinating. So you've actually got two of the norns. You've got Verdandi, the present, and you've got Urda, the past. Now, Urda has recently, and I'm sure it will change, but at the moment, this swelterness energy, Capricorn, is when you live too strongly in the past. It's like you're being tested by the past, but there's something about it where you're cradling yourself in the past. You're stuck in a kind of vortex. So let's just look at the four corners of the current energies. So you've got Man and Liefskade. I'm going to hold them at the top so that you can see the numbering. And below them, you have this energy of, like, just, there's a feedback loop where you're going over and over and over past frequencies that shouldn't really be serving any purpose, and there's enormous comfort taking place. It's almost like an inability to grow up, an inability to be wise, an inability to move past. There is a need, there's an energy within this of trying to test the flow of others in comparison to how you flow, but somehow I'm getting this energy here of a discomfort, a kind of being uncomfortable with your own truth, and yet being completely cradled by it. So I'm going to show you your quilt, your patchwork quilt of runic energy. Capricorn. Oh, hello people. Sorry. Wassail David and Wassail Mama Jama. So let's turn this round. Look, here we go. This is your reading. So you can see the four corners. Man, Liefskade. Oh, I put swelterness and Hegel around the wrong way. I'm so sorry. So here you can see the two norns, but what we're looking at is how this constant weathering of the past, being caught up in the past, seeking to replay this review, being caught in this round and round loop that's just feeding back totally, and then this enormous sense of comfort that it brings. These middle rows are what goes on in your astral. So the top row represents consciousness. This middle row represents kind of heart and emotions. And then the final row is about grounding. So give me a moment to just stare into the energies and the flow of the frequencies. There's a very strong sense of not being like you're a jigsaw puzzle and you have taken all the pieces apart, and you're almost allowing others to piece your jigsaw together. So you're not building yourself, you're allowing yourself to be built through the views, the opinions, the experiences that you've had with others. Wassail, Denise. It's interesting, what I'm getting very strongly is an absence of a future desire. You're so caught in this energy of the swelterness that you're unable to seek a future pathway. You're not able to see it. Now, I'm being told to look here for your future and see what it is about your future that you're not willing to notice. I do like it when things step outside of a routine, and I think that's part of the message, Capricorn. It's really time to step outside of your routines and your comforts. So we're going to keep going through until we find that towardness energy and scored. It's deep in the deck. I mean, I'm nearly at the very end before I'm getting there. It will be quite, I mean, it is the very last card. This is the furthest thing from your mind, and it's the thing you need to bring forwards, Capricorn. You can't expect to move into an impassioned now. You can't bring this energy on if you can't put some frequencies into your future. Here we have the 3 norms. This seems like an important moment for you to move your frequency out of that energy. So I'm gonna keep this around. Gonna take all of your cards and give them a good shuffle, because there's something that's not flowing. You've got all the energy of flow, but you're not wising up to it. It's sort of the frequency of nourishing, cradling, comforting an inner child. And I always want to say about the inner child infantilizes you. The inner child doesn't allow you. You're Rippian. You know, you can be playful, but playful as an adult. You don't need an inner child. You need an inner adult. We all need an inner adult that's playful, that's full of joy, that's full of excitement, that's full of awe. But don't keep going back and reviewing some damaged inner child that's kind of giving you that energy of there being no future. The only future you kind of are looking for somehow is to score over the people that you feel wounded you. And that's not good energy. So let's see where we're getting now. Beginning with man again. We can't do that. You can't keep playing that loop. It's talking about how you got to break a pattern. You're not willing to break the pattern. Let's break the pattern. Come on, Capricorn. Let's break the pattern. We can do this. Liffruma is going to show you how to break that pattern, and you're going to move forwards. You're going to get this energy. And I'm going to put this over the past. Wherever the swelterness comes this time, we're going to replace it with a future energy. So let's see what we get. Come on, Capricorn. You can do this. This is a good moment as well. It's equinox energy. And remember that the equinoxes and the solstices mark the beginning of cardinal frequencies. So there's a very cardinal energy around at the moment, right now. It's like you don't want this. Want it. Want the change. Want the healing, Capricorn. Come on. It's not giving me any card. Nothing's flying. We could be sitting here for half an hour wasting data. Oh, hooray. Oh, now look. That is the opening that you needed. The now. Bring yourself into the now and out of the swelterness. Now, the next thing, now see, look, we've shifted. Now, your playback loop, your version of yourself, can keep playing back to the now, bringing you the solutions to bring you back to the present. This is gorgeous energy. This is really beautiful energy. So 20 and 70, which is a 90, which is a 9, which is a divine frequency. So next, impassioned. This sap is rising. It's like your thoughts are transforming. You're seeing solutions now in your astral dreaming. And now look, the card of maturing, of ripening, of growing generously wise is rooting you in with onwardness. Gorgeous energies. It's a really weird petrol-y smell. And now your present life is the thing cradling you. Emotionally cradling you. In the astral, you have the stenkness, the test. Testing the swelterness. Remember, we're going to change that card in a minute, but I'm going to show you it as we do it. It's amazing. And then look, this phoenix, this cosmic doubt is no longer there because you've matured. You stop doubting your own experience of moving into a future that brings you into the now. And now the weathering is in the same place. That's interesting. So the fact that you need to go through this divine 9, this energy, to take emotions that sting and melt them down so that they flow. We're going to get all fluid now. So the lagoon is the cosmic flow, the ocean, the cosmic ocean pushing energy through you. Flursa, flowing with that energy and being in the world, being physically there. This is wonderful, transformative energy, Capricorn. So, let me show you this spread now so that you can always screen grab it and see the energetic differences. So, you can see now you're beginning in that present moment. This swelterness, let's transform it. Because if it's a test, then let's replace it. Let's make it a test of your future to bring you into the now. This is much more powerful energies. Reorganizing your thoughts so that you can create the changes that you need to be better. Oh wow, you see, that's really interesting. So that's that cardinal energy coming in to you and bringing that transformation from what was a kind of stuck past to the possibilities of the future storehouse that we use to feed into the now. And that's where you're rooted. You're rooting yourself as you move forwards into a kind of energy of generous maturity, weathering things. And then this is really talking about kind of remembering that you are part of the real world. Remember those times, those lives, those energies where you've been a plant, you've been an animal, and you've been part of the whole of the world. It's almost like when you became human, that became the point at which you were least connected to the truth of yourself as one with everything. And that's what's returning, becoming one with everything, no longer feeling wounded by things, no longer doubting, cradling yourself, and then all this cosmic energy flowing all the way through you. It's just so amazing. I think I have to stop because I think these workmen want me moved, so I'm going to have to go and find somewhere else to do the next reading. So, Wassail, beautiful people.